Welcome troops, it's me TheTacticalBrit, and that was your first look at another teaser for Battlefield 5, which is coming to EA Play, where we can anticipate a crap ton more gameplay, and a much more better look at what the game is going to finally be. But today I wanted to throw my hat in the ring and talk about the new teaser trailer, which I feel features some relatively interesting information behind scenes that a lot of people probably missed out on. But I think this is something that is really cool and potentially could be really important for the future of Battlefield 5 and even the franchise as a whole. So to start off with, we've got this, red light, green light, go, which is sort of classic Medal of Honor Airborne style, dive into the multiplayer fucking mystery and 64-man madness. It's a beautiful thing, honestly. Seeing an airdrop is going to be crazy in the game. 64 players in airborne mode is what we presume we're going to see. You have to take out military cannons and things like that have been placed on the battlefield. It's effectively a replacement for Rush in some way, I feel. And it's the first day of operations on ground operations. Airborne is the mode where you'll be landing in and sabotaging stuff, and that will have an impact on day 2. But it also operates as a standalone game mode. But what's incredibly interesting about what we're seeing here for Battlefield 5 is some of the elements about this mode and on this teaser trailer. Now, we seem to have 2 AI characters actually ferrying people off of this jump, telling them to go, go, go. Interestingly, this kind of reminds me of the AI dropships in Titanfall 2 as some of the starts of their game modes, where you drop down, there'll be some AI telling you to jump off the spaceship, and there'll be like a hell of a lot of customization going on. You can see everybody's individual characters and what they're wearing and stuff, and it's a nice little miniature moment where you get to have a glance at your teammates around you before the chaos ensues. And what this potentially means is the first instances of AI in a Battlefield multiplayer game in a hell of a long time. I don't think it's actually featured on multiplayer, but there have been bots before back in the older days of Battlefield, but they were pretty terrible. And this makes a lot of sense because recently DICE showcased AI learning to play Battlefield 1 and learning the game and how it worked, and it was something that they have been potentially looking at. Now, for a game mode like Airborne, and especially things like Operations, there's no way 64 players are going to fill the sky with paratroopers. Of course, there probably will be some in the background for immersive effect, like we've seen with dogfights that happen in the background in Battlefield 1, for example, but I feel as though we could finally see some elements of AI in the game, and I think that would be pretty damn cool, if I'm honest. It would definitely flesh out the gameplay a little bit. It works incredibly well in games such as Titanfall 2. They don't necessarily have to be particularly advanced, but they would definitely add to the whole immersive effect of the game, and I think it's certainly something worth looking out for. Another interesting thing is that one of the actual dropships and planes is actually crashing at the end of the teaser trailer, and I think this is really important as well, purely on the basis that this might have some kind of impact in the game mode, or more particularly in ground operations as well. Because if we can take out these airplanes, be it through Spitfires, whatever the hell you want to use, or some ground flak cannons, then what does that have to entail for the actual gameplay mechanics of the game? Does that mean that they're going to reduce the number of spawns they have? Does it mean that they're going to slow down their spawns? Does it mean that they can only spawn in certain locations because the planes in one location have been blown out of the sky? And that's definitely something that appears to be a feature, or something that will probably feature in the game, because otherwise there would just be no reason for airships and dropships being blown out of the sky. But yeah, that's about it for today's quick video, guys. I just wanted to quickly talk about this teaser trailer. I feel like some of you probably haven't seen it as well, so I felt like it was kind of cool to get it out there. And keep an eye out, because I'm going to be covering Battlefield 5 extensively over the course of EA Play. Unfortunately, I'm not actually attending the event myself. However, I will be eyes and ears everywhere to relay the most important information that I get to you. So that's about it for me today, TheTacticalBrit. As always, folks, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next video.